What's the crack? What's the bleeding story? How are you all doing and all that bollocks? I think we're good. This is going to be a very interesting show. We all know why we're here. We had to pull Del Boy and Kyle Walsh out of a Monday evening to have a fucking chat about that absolute load of bollocks we seen yesterday. But before we get into it, I want to introduce my guest, Kyle Walsh. Gunnar, how are you keeping, brother?
All good, Del Boy. Thanks for having me on the show. Always a pleasure, my friend. And yeah, Del Boy, I'm glad that you reached out to me and said, let's do a show, because things have to be said, Del Boy. Things have to be said that have to be said from the heart. We just have to. I'm just thinking, I'm fuming, Del Boy, but I'm also a very, very sad Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
And things have to be said here tonight. We have to get to the bottom of this, Del Boy. There's no point sitting here tonight now saying, oh, this and that for talk's sake. What has to be said has to be the truth. It has to hit between the eyes, and it's for the good of our great club, our once great club.
Yeah, 100%. Look, what I'll do first is I just want to say Beckenbauer, RIP, absolute god of football. What a player he was. You know, and it's a pity we're after losing another legend, unfortunately. So thoughts and prayers go out to the family and friends of Beckenbauer. Do you want to add to that, Kyle?
Yeah, I'd just like to say rest in peace to Beckenbauer. You don't get players like that anymore, Del Boy. You're talking. Yeah. We be sitting here tonight talking about Saliba and Gabriel and Van Dijk and these lads. They wouldn't hold a candle to the man. I was never fortunate enough to see him playing myself, only on highlights and YouTube and things like that. But my father is an avid football fan. My dad is a big Liverpool fan for the last 60-odd years. And my dad reckons that Franz Beckenbauer is the greatest centre-back he ever seen playing football.
Jesus, that says it all. That's, you know what I mean? I'm just going to quickly go through just a few people that are here, and then we'll get underway. Luke is in the house. No, it was just myself and Kyle, because I wanted to just do a show where there's only myself and someone else just to fucking dissect it and see what's going on and what we need going forward. Because when you have a stream with loads of people, it gets interrupted. This is serious. This is fucking serious talking. There's no fucking messing here today, and I'll tell you that for nothing. But big up, Luca. Henry Ray is in the house. AFC, always. Thanks a million, everyone. I'm just going to skip right through because I just want to start getting this going. Acorn man, Gunnar, lovely, love the NHS. Yes, exactly. Can't wait for this. Thank you. Mama Flossie's in the house. Big up to you. Thanks a million for dropping by. I'm just trying to see, and here's a regular Rhino. What's the crack, mate? How you doing? Please drop your comments in. I'll keep them coming up. I just want to get this going. AJ, hope you're doing well, brother. Thanks for dropping by, brother. Right, let's get into this. Kyle, for me, I don't know if you've seen the stream I done with Niall from the upper tier before the match. It's grand. Like, you know, it was sort of on a whim. I just says I'll do it. And I was saying to him, and I stand by what I said to him. I says, Arteta's job is it is on the line for me, and I'm sure you're pretty much the same, and a lot of people in the comments here. So he should not fuck around with the starting 11 yesterday. He picks his back four, what the strongest back four he thinks. I don't want to see Jorginho. I don't want to see fucking El Neni or fucking anyone else like that. Get your team right, because Liverpool are going to be going for this 100%. This is our trophy. We should be going for this trophy. I rate this trophy very fucking highly. We're not going to win the league. We're not going to win the Champions League. We're out of the Carabao Cup. It's the only trophy that I believed, this was going back yesterday, that we had a chance of winning. Did he get the starting 11 right in your eyes?
No, of course he hasn't. He basically threw away another cup competition, Del Boy. Now, I'm going to go back to what you said. I didn't get to see that show with you and Niall actually asked me would I go on. But I was working around the clock, Del Boy. I was on a big shift, so I didn't make it. So I didn't get to see it. But what I'm going to say to you is Arteta's job, unfortunately, my friend, is not on the line. This man is a yes man. You know, Edu was a yes man.
Yeah.
And the Cronkies, once they get Champions League football, the Cronkies are happy. This is where the standard of our club is. Now, let's get something straight. My first FA Cup win as an Arsenal fan was in 1993 when we won the domestic cup against Sheffield Wednesday. Now, I have seen Arsenal win 9 FA Cups in my time as an Arsenal fan. 9. Now, all of a sudden, it's okay for this Arteta to win this great trophy. Let's get something straight. This is the best cup competition in world football. And we're winning it. And the fan base are saying, bigger fish to fry. But my question to the fan base is, what bigger fish are you talking about? Because if you think we're going to win the Premier League and Champions League, you're really as delusional, more delusional than what I think you are. This is an absolute disgrace what happened yesterday, boy. They picked the wrong team when you had an opportunity to go guns blazing to win silverware. And what did we do? Throw it in the bin. Once again, because of the arrogance and the downright arrogance from Arteta. Then why our club is in a worse situation than what people actually think it is. I was on TJ Warren's show, and anyone in the chat that saw it, tell me if I'm right or wrong on what I said. I said about 6 or 7 weeks ago on TJ Warren's show, and Oregon Gunner was on it. And I said to the 2 lads, come January, we'll be out of the title race and we'll be out of every competition. Obviously not the Champions League because that's in February. Where are we then, boy? We're out of all competition and we have no hope in the Premier League. And when we come across Porto in the Champions League, they're going to kick us off the field. Facts there, boy. Going nowhere fast, man. And this Arteta is putting in the likes of Havertz, Kyle Walsh, Jorginho. Are you fucking serious? Nelson, are you serious? This is the levels that our club is at, that boy. You have these fellas representing the badge. They wouldn't make a fucking championship team. I'm sick saying it. How many more times have I got to say it, that boy? At least, and people laugh at me, at least 70% of that squad ain't fucking good enough. And Arteta is the man that spent the money or gave new contracts to this squad. 700 million on pure, utter shite. And I said it on a stream last night, and I'm asked, this is not to do with me being Irish and the English and all that bullshit. It's not to do with it. But the English players are over fucking hyped. And Saka is the biggest one of them all. I'm sitting there, boy, listening to the fan base tell me he's world class. He's not fucking world class. You've been around the block there, boy. I've been around the block as an Arsenal fan. And I can sit here and I can name out fucking maybe anywhere between 5 to 10 wingers that was much better footballers than Saka ever be. Robert Perez, he wouldn't be fit to fucking polish his boots. I'm sick and tired of it. Declan Rice is the best centre defensive midfielder in world football now all of a sudden. He's fucking not. He's not even the best in the Premier League. Players are overhyped. Look at the difference yesterday. And look at the fucking hunger yesterday between Saka and Diaz for Liverpool. There's no comparison. Diaz was direct. He was dynamic. While our fucking fool was kicking balls over crossbars from 3 yards out. Then, boy, we're in a bad situation, my man. And it's the management, obviously, are not good enough. But I'm telling you that the players are not good enough either, there, boy. We're after spending 700 million on fucking shite.
Like, just on that, right? I remember, was it this time last year, roughly around that, me and you were doing a stream. And you said it. You fucking were the first person to me to say it. You said, Del boy, we're not winning this league. And I was there. At the time, I was buying into the hype. Maybe, because we were, I forget how many points we were ahead of City at the time. We had games in hand and we fucking, I was there, Jesus, you know what, Kyle, I'm not sure, mate. I think we could do this. But I was fucking blind to it. I was fucking blind to it. You know what I mean? Then when I went over to the Emirates, I forget what game it was. It could have been Brighton. Everton. That's what it was. And I went over and I seen no leadership, no passion, exactly what you just said there. And then in the summertime, we spent, was it over 200 million? 200, let's just stop. Never mind the 700 million. 200 fucking million in one summer. And the bench that we had there yesterday, I swear to God, I know personally, I know better players that was on our bench today, and they were not professional players. They're Sunday league players, and I fucking guarantee you, they'd give you fucking passion and fucking everything else in it. That shite that was on that fucking bench. And then we can go back and talk about the 700 million he has spent. And I'm fucking bringing Edu into this as well. Winning fucking football director of the year or whatever bullshit. That's fucking bullshit to me. That is fuck off. Where's the fucking trophies? If I spent 700 fucking million on a club on Championship Manager or something like that, of course I'd be winning fucking director or whatever you fucking won of the year. Of course I would. Because surely you go on a fucking run. But sure, like someone says there, it's okay. We won the fucking Christmas trophy, top of the league. Lift up the handbrake, everyone jump out of the car, it's over and done with. We won the league. Oh, Dale, if you count all the points from 1st of January to the 31st of December this year, we would have won the league by 12 points. Well, guess fucking what? A league runs from fucking August to fucking May. That's what it runs. It's not fucking 1st of January to the 31st of December. People need to wake the fuck up. And I'm fucking sorry about it. If there's fucking arseholes out there that are saying, this is a great manager and this, it's not working. One fucking trophy in his whole fucking, his whole time at the club. And that team that he had wasn't even his team. You know what I mean? I'll give him a small bit of credit for it. I'm not giving him a fucking lot of credit. He then dissolved that fucking team, and this team is his team. And there's not one fucking leader in it. Don't tell me Odegaard's a leader, because if he was playing, if he was playing when I was playing, and he told me what to do, I'd break his fucking legs. And it's as simple as fucking that. Because I played with a bit of fucking passion on my sleeve. And when we woke over that line, boy, Jesus Christ, if you were my best mate, I didn't give a flying fuck. You know what I mean? I give fucking everything on the line. And that's what I expect. I expect that off Odegaard, off Saka. I don't give a fuck where you're from, the colour of your skin. I couldn't give a flying fuck. If you're getting paid with a club that I fucking love, boy, Jesus Christ, you put your fucking heart in the line, or you can fuck off out the door and fuck off down to the lane. I'm fucking sick of it, Kyle. Seriously.
Absolutely that way. And the other thing, this club, you see, it's not a club anymore that way. This is a brand. It's a brand. Yeah. That's all it is. You walk up the steps now, you see the big Christ. The cannon is even facing the wrong way.
Yeah.
That's where the club is there. It's a plastic club now. You see that one? I'm just going to say something. When you walk up the steps, as you know that way, you walk up the steps and you see that plastic Christ with the cannon wrong. And beside the Christ door that way, the bastards have the likes of Rawcastle, Seaman, Burkamp, Henry, and they're all in arms around each other. Right? They have statues of Tony Adams, Henry Bergkamp, Herbert Chapman. But yes, in amongst it all, they're after forgetting the history. They're after forgetting what this club was built on.
Remember what they done
They're
to
after
fucking...
forgetting the great leaders, the great captains, the great managers of the past that brought fucking silverware to the club. This Arteta hasn't done a fucking thing, and he's the most protected manager in world football. 16 competitions in his fucking power, and he's won 1 out of 16. It's an insult. And they're going around there by wheeling out merch all the fucking time. And I got a question to ask. Why were we playing in white jerseys like Tottenham Hotspur in the Emirates Stadium yesterday in that FA Cup game? Why was it? Why white? It's embarrassing what's going on in this club. Odegaard, let me get the fucking Odegaard. I was one of the first to say it, that this prick is no captain. And I said, this prick is going to lead us to nowhere. And what has he done? Led us to fucking nowhere. It's absolute, it's disgusting. A captain. I have seen Tony Adams. I have seen Patrick Vieira. I have seen Ray Parra. I've seen those great players with the captain band on. This Odegaard is a fucking model on the pitch. And he all this way. Fucking useless, that boy. Overhyped. We got him from Real Madrid. If he was any fucking good, he'd be still at Madrid.
Exactly.
It's like what I said about the time when we bought fucking Ozil. If he was fucking any good, he'd be still at Madrid. But what did we do? We bought him in, and that bastard made 72 million. No, sorry, 172 million off the backs of Arsenal Football Club. Mesut Ozil, the most disgusting human being of a man I ever came across. A fucking embarrassment to the club. But once again, the fan base loved him. Why? Because he didn't have the fucking heart. No winning mentality. This club is a joke, then what? It's a laughing stock. We're a joke.
Yeah. It's like, I'll tell you, one of my best mates, I was talking to him today, if he's probably watching. Deco, big up, mate. He doesn't watch football. Now, he has a son, and his son is into football, and he's supporting Liverpool. So he says, Del, I was watching Arsenal yesterday. And he wouldn't know much about football at all. And he goes, Jesus Christ, yous cannot fucking score. And I says, why do you think I'm always fucking giving out? You know what I mean? It's because they spent 700 fucking million and you can't even score a fucking goal. We're relying on Eddie Nketiah to score a goal. Let's put this fucking straight here. You know, and before I go on me rant again, right? Rant 2 of the day. If you're new around here, please please subscribe. We're all love and kisses and hugs. Well, anyway, fuck that shy. But Jesus Christ, we're Eddie and fucking Nketiah. Think about that. Like, you have to go back when Henry, Bergkamp, then you had, like, Van Persie. I know everyone fucking hates him, but he was a fucking decent footballer. He was the third backup. All right? And now people are saying, oh, Solanke, because Tony's not available. We'll come into that in a few minutes, who's available and all this, right? Solanke's fucking useless. I don't mind, and I won't mind this, getting rid of fucking Eddie Nketiah and having Solanke as my third choice striker. Not me fucking forced. Not this whole BN all fucking striker that's going to get you 20 plus goals. He's having a good season. Fair play to the chap, but he's not the fucking answer. But this is where we have to go back. Who's going to be accountable for the money? I've been saying it for so fucking long. So have you. Loads of us have. The 700 million. That bench. If you have to win a league, you have to have a bench where there's about 3 players that are there. Wow. It's a flip of a coin who's going to play today between them 3. You know what I mean? And Saka, or you know what I mean? Or Odegaard or something like that. Like, Man City have it. You look at their bench. Now, Dell, but they have the millions and millions. We spent 700 million in the last few years. Where the fuck is our bench? You have Eddie Nketiah to come on to change a game. Really? Fucking really? You know what I mean? I'm loving the English tax on him. I'm loving the English tax. If he was Irish, if he was fucking American, Japanese, or whatever the fuck, he wouldn't be worth 10 million. And I'm fucking telling you that now. He got one England cap, and that's because Gareth Southgate is a fucking useless manager. I'm saying it there now straight. But then our midfield, Jorginho, washed up. I'm sorry. He's not good enough to come on. But Dele has experience. I don't give a fuck. His fucking legs are gone. You know what I mean? He's, 30-odd years of age. He's been there, done that. He's at Arsenal. When he heard Arsenal were coming in for him, happy fucking days. I'll get a nice pension here. And I'll fucking just rock on and come on every now and again and fucking be the leader out there. Would you fucking ask me, balls? Leader. I wouldn't lead him, fucking let him lead fucking ducks across the fucking road. You know what I mean? This club is like my fucking hair. It's in bits. You know what I mean? It needs something done. At least this week, I'll go and get me fucking haircut. It's up to Edu and Arteta to get the fucking thing out with a fucking gutter like it is. What do you make of this bench? Like, how are we this bad? How has it come to this? I think you're frozen, are you? Can you hear me there? Well, anyway, I'll keep coming in. If you can hear me, just butt in and just let me know. I'm just going to hit up a few of the comments here and see what you guys are saying, because there's a load of comments coming in here at the minute. Let me see. I just want to get up this one here. Faxdale boy, ex-captain Fabregas had a broken leg when we drew a 2-2 against Barcelona at home. He scored a penalty as well. There you go. That's exactly what I'm fucking talking about. This club had us playing shit's getting knocked out of us in the cup at home. Let that sink in. Exactly. Arteta FC fans have infested our fan base by lowering the standards. See, this is what you're talking about. It's all, it's cool to support this, or it's cool to go with this routine and this routine. And what's AFTV saying? Oh, great, I'll jump on that bandwagon as well. Ask me balls. Jesus Christ. Seriously. Arsenal just a brand, not a football club. That's it. That's exactly it. James, smash them likes. Come on, James. Thank you, mate. Thank you. We're on 22 likes and subscribes. Jesus, come on. Get that fucking like button up, please. I'm on the road to 1K, 1,000K. See, can I get there? Will I ever get there? Probably fucking not. I don't know. This manager spent a fortune on Dross. He brought Runnerson, Cedric, Mari, Tavares, Willian, Kongu. Spent over the odds for him. Let that sink in. How's them shower of bastards still there? See, this is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, Kyle, like just...
I heard what you said there before. I'll tell you something about it. You asked me about the bench. I'm going to tell you straight fucking facts. I don't care what anybody thinks of me. I'm telling how it is. Ben White's not good enough. Now, I'm talking about Arsenal to win a Premier League or a Champions League, because that's the fucking standards that I have for my fucking club. Ben White, do not cut. Kia War, Shevchenko, Gabriel in centre back, don't cut it. Not good enough. Then you have Jorginho, El Neni, Longongo, Partey, Martinelli, Trossard, Adrian Ketia, Havertz. These lads that I have mentioned are not fucking good enough. I don't care what anybody says. They're not what? These lads are not lads you want to go into the trenches with them by.
Yeah.
They're not going to win your league. Odegaard is another one. Not fucking good enough to get us over the finish line. And they're proving us time in, time out. Saka needs to up his fucking game, or he'd be out the door as well. It's embarrassing. 700 million on a shower of fucking wasters. And let me tell you about the striker situation. It's 3 years now, dead boy. 3 years. 3 years. Let that sink in. That I have been calling for a fucking killer striker at the club.
Yeah.
3 fucking years. Now, how is it that I can sit here in my sitting room and say that for the last 3 years I've been calling out for a killer striker for Arsenal Football Club? Now, all of a sudden, look at what we find ourselves in. Can't score a goal, can't buy a goal. Jesus is now injured for the next 3 to 4 months. Now what we have is Eddie Nketiah and Havertz up forward. And then people are telling me that we're going to win the Premier League and the Champions League. What do I know? 39 years supporting Arsenal. I think I know a bit by now. It's embarrassing, Del Boy. 3 years. Kyle Walsh to say the volcano Walsh was able to say we need a striker 3 years ago. And here we are, 3 years later, and look at us now. Yeah. Don't make sense.
And like, I just want to actually hit on Gav's comment here, because I 100% agree with this. When I seen the whole Ivan Toney interview this morning, I actually just skipped through 1 or 2 bits of the fucking thing. But I'll put my hand up. I went on to AFTV. I never do. I never do. I wanted to see what they were saying, and they were just basically saying, "Oh, that's it. Tony's not available." He is available. Money. That's what talks. The FIFA, the FFP bollocks. Sell Eddie. Do Eddie with a fucking swap deal with him. You know what I mean? Then get rid of fucking Jorginho. Get rid of someone else. You can get rid of all these players. Get rid of them off the books. Sell them off. Free. Whatever. You know what I mean? If you want that. They're signing new deals left, right, and centre all the time. He is available. Or maybe Raya, maybe not sign him and use the money that you were going to sign him to fucking fund this Tony deal. Because we need a striker today. We need it today. Not fucking at the end of January when that's what's going to happen. They'll probably just try to sign some fucking young fella over in Brazil, and we're expecting to wait on him. Oh, I think that he's going to hit the ground running. No. You need to sign a proven Premiership player, because we're in a position, and this is what's going to happen. We're in a position, we're third, fourth in the league at the minute. But we're going to, that gap, as we're speaking now, the team that we have is going to increase massively. It's gone, right? But if you get a top quality striker, you may be able to close that gap, and you may be able to build on that in the summertime. But what's going to happen now, we're at a crossroads now, where some of these players are probably going, like, let's say Saka, for example. Maybe I'm not going to win the league here at Arsenal. We fucking bottled it last season. We bottled it again this season. Should I go stay here? What do I, these players are just there. I'll go to Man City. Or I'll go over to me mate Jude Bellingham in Real Madrid. That's what these fuckers are thinking. Don't think just because they start kissing fucking badges that they mean it. Because years ago they fucking did. But nowadays they don't. It's fucking nothing. It's just, as you said, it's just a business. Kissing the badge business. Yeah, of course he's kissing the badge. You're paying him fucking lorry loads of fucking money every week to put that badge on him. You know what I mean? So it's so vital, this window, for me. And if Arteta has any pull in the club, he's there saying, well, which he does, like, he's a yes man and all this stuff. So he's probably there, I'm safe in my job. I don't need to go and fucking battle or, I need a striker. Like any other manager in world football would say, well, hold on a minute. If you want me to win the league, I need X, Y, and Z. If you don't give me that, you cannot come to me come fucking March or April and say, what the fuck is the story? How come we're not up at the league? Well, I told you I need 2-3 players. You didn't give it to me. But he doesn't need to worry about that. So he's probably there saying, wait till the summertime. Yeah, that's grand. We'll wait till the summertime. But I guarantee a few of these players are gone. If Odegaard, he's so good. Sorry, go on in, yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple of things there that I'd to hit on that there. The first thing is, Arteta is so arrogant that he won't get a striker because he thinks that Nketiah and these lads is going to do the magic for him because it was his decision. And secondly, there's a contact of mine that reached out to me and told me that the Ivan Toney deal will not be done in January. He said, I'm not saying anything about the summer, maybe in the summer, but this lad works in the colony, and he said forget about Tony Dean in January. Now, I don't know how true that is, but that's what I was told.
Yeah.
I personally believe that Tony will not be coming. We're also at to land ourselves in serious fucking bother here because now clubs know that we cannot buy a fucking goal, dead boy, and the fan base are crying for a striker. Now, if I'm over a club and I have a top striker, and Arsenal comes knocking on the door, I know that they are desperate to get a striker. I just double charge them.
Oh,
so we're after landing ourselves in a lot of fucking bother. Under this management, once again, that boy. Listen, I tell you all this. If Arteta would have gave me a phone call 3 years ago when I said we need a striker, we wouldn't be in the mess we are today. We could be out to win the league title by now, that boy. Just by what I said 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But what do we know?
This is the thing, like, you know what I mean? And it's just before I hit in the comment there, I want to say what he said in the press conference. Please do check Kyle's channel out there, Kyle Walsh Gunner. If someone static or someone there can just throw Kyle's link in the description, please do. Just hit a sub on his channel. He's an absolutely top gentleman. And if you're there as well, just if you're new and stuff like that, just don't mind hitting a sub on my channel as well. I'd really appreciate it. And get them likes up, please. Thank you very much. But what I wanted to just say is, Kyle, what Arteta said was in his press conference after the game, it's not about getting someone in, it's about improving the players we have. Okay, Eddie Nketiah, I don't know how long he's fucking here. He came up through the youth and all this bollocks. How can you get him better?
Del boy, I'm going to answer your question, and I'm going to sum it up to you. Under this management, under this manager, never mind Eddie Nketiah, this manager hasn't approved any fucking player. He hasn't approved any player under his fucking regime. As a matter of fact, players have gotten worse on them.
Yeah.
That's the reality of it, that boy. That's the reality.
You look at a prime example of that is Guendouzi, right? Wenger would have managed him fucking perfect. Fergie would have managed him perfect. Klopp, Pep would have managed him unbelievable. Them four managers. And the reason why I say that is, and I said this before, I remember when he arrived at the club, he signed for the club, right? The first thing he wanted to do, what all usual players do, the photographs and they go out for a meal then with their family and wives and whatever. What he wanted to do was he wanted to go out and train straight away. Second he signed for Arsenal, he goes, I want to go out and train. Fuck this, I'm not going anywhere here. I'm here today, they're out training, I want to get out there. That's the attitude, that's mentality there, just going, this fucker wants to get stuck in and prove to everyone. Now, he may be a prick, that's grand, but there's a lot of pricks, a lot of dickheads in football. But if they're good fucking players, you just walk around them. And the Dubai trip was a few years ago, and he obviously done something, and I forget what it was at the time, but you manage that. You know what I mean? You fucking pull him aside, put your arm around him, just go, here, mate, calm the fuck down, will you? I'm the manager. I'm after fucking bringing you on. I'm going to try and push you on. This is my 2-3 year plan with you. This is what I want to do. I'm going to ease you into the club, ease you into the team, and then in about 3 years' time, you're going to be my first name on the team sheet. He'd just go, right, I'll stop being a dickhead, and maybe I'll fucking try and screw my head on and make a go of it. And he started getting introduced into the French team. The talent's there. If you're getting called up to a French national team, you're a fucking good player. And he fucking did. But no, we'll fuck it up and we'll fuck him out the door because I don't like what he said. I'm sorry about it, mate. It's not about you. You're a manager of the club, but you do what's the best for the club. Go on that, and I want to talk about the left back.
Guendouzi, as far as I'm concerned, Guendouzi is twice the player any of the midfielders that we have. That's including Declan Rice. And where is he now? This is the manager that we have. He's running the club into the ground. Number two, this Dubai or one training session that we're doing for the next week and a half or 2 weeks. No.
Yeah.
What should be happening They should be bought on a fucking plane, land in Poland, and the whole squad should be brought down to the coal mines and given shovels or whatever the fuck to go into the tunnels and start shoveling coal for the next 2 weeks. And then after the 2 weeks of fucking slavery, proper work, they should be bought out then, and they should be all told, you're all privileged, that's where you're starting in life, representing the club. Go out there and win me football games. Go out there and win me a Premier League title. That should be what's done, that way. Instead of going on a sunny holiday. It's disgusting. You look at Liverpool there yesterday, for example. Jurgen Klopp spotted something. He spotted when Martinelli came on, Martinelli nutmegged Trent 2-3 times in right back. What did he do? He brought on a young O'Connor chap and fucked him up into the right back and brought Trent down at the midfield. The game was 0-0 at that particular time with 15, 20 minutes to go. Well, because he made the switch, what happened? Martinelli didn't get a sniff of the fucking ball and was 2-0 to Liverpool Football Club. That's what happened. Because he sussed it out, he made the swap, and the young fella he brought on was from the academy. He only a young chap, 17, 18 years old. We're bringing on seasoned players. And the 2 academy chaps came on the football field for Liverpool and changed the game. That's how fucking far off we are. We're not winning nothing under this manager. I'm 6 ends. 6 ends. He has to go, but he won't. And I heard a fan today saying, I'll give him to the end of next season. Imagine that. Whole thing's the fucking shambles, that way. From the fan base, from the management, from the ownership, to the board of directors, to the management, to the squad, to the fan base. It's a fucking embarrassment. It's a fucking circus, as well as.
I wanted to, like, we talked about the getting upsetting the players and the other players and this and that and stuff like that, but our left back, okay? Now, I said this yesterday. Zinchenko in the left back, we'll call it a masterclass, whatever you want to fucking call it, last season, okay? You were able to do that for a few games. Then you're top class managers in football, right? Not a fucking EJ here in Dublin or another fucking EJ in Wexford. Not us, but a top quality manager will spot Zinchenko. See the way he's coming in the midfield area. You're opening up a gap there at that left-hand side. Arsenal, you can get in that back door there. That's where we can get them. That's what they've done. It's not working anymore. I'm sorry about it. You have to change that. This bullshit of fucking Zinchenko into the midfield does not fucking work. We're found out. Fulham found us out. West Ham found us out. The list goes on. Liverpool. The list goes fucking on. Like, change it up a bit. I'm sorry about it. It's not fucking working. And what does he go and do, right? One of the best left backs is in Real Sociedad at the minute. And he's our player. And he's after coming out and saying, fuck off, I'm not going back there. Ask me bollocks. And I don't blame the chap. I love Tierney. I think he's a fucking great player. We could have built a team around him because he's a fucking leader and he's won trophies. He knows what it's like. You wanted to cut in there, mate?
Yeah, no, you're right there, boy. You're 100% right. Tierney is what I call old-style player. He reminds me of the players that I grew up watching, the legends. Not these crowd of clowns. I'm looking at lads there talking about Smith Rowe. Give Smith Rowe a break. Yeah, I know the poor chap was out injured and all that. Smith Rowe's not the fucking answer. Smith Rowe's not good enough. Nelson, not good enough. These players there, boy, that I'm mentioning, man, people might laugh, they might say, what's Kyle Walsh talking about? What I'm talking about is to win at the very top. And these lads ain't going to do it.
It's like I was sort of at the time, I was going mad because I was saying that left back position, and even if you like, Zinchenko and Tierney are two complete different players, so you have to sort of change your system up some way because you're found out. Like everyone knows.
Then why he's playing a 4-3-3 system. It's not happening. It's not working. Bringing in a left back into inverting the left back and leaving the space behind to be exploited. So you don't need to be a genius to figure it out. Go back to the 4-4-2 system. Don't be so arrogant. Go and get a striker. But I don't want the likes of this Solanke fella in. This kind of... I don't want that. You know, Adrian Keaty and them is better in Solanke. I don't want this. I want upgrades. I want players that's going to go out and going to perform. I don't know that why. The club has gone, for me, the club has gone so backwards that it's going to take years for us to come back. I'm telling you now here tonight, and everybody will hear me saying this. I'm telling you now, I don't care what I want to say. Arsenal will not win a league title for the next 5 years, maybe more. Forget about it. And forget about winning Champions League. Ain't happening.
It's like even in the whole Champions League thing, like I do honestly think we should be beating Porto, okay? But your Real Madrid's, your Bayern Munich's, you're not getting past any of them. Don't worry about that. And I think if we do get the likes of Bayern or Real, they're absolutely going to destroy us because the style that they play and the way Arteta's playing, they'll rip as a new one.
Del Boy, do not write Porto off, Del Boy. Porto are not a bad outfit.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you now, do not write them off. I tell you now, Porto could upset a lot of people. I'm not expecting us to beat Porto over 2 legs, Del Boy. I'm telling you that now. I expect Porto to do us over 2 legs. Telling you now. We don't have the fucking manager, Del Boy.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, we played Fulham. Fulham were like prime Ajax team. They kicked us off the fucking field. That's like, I hear lads there about the performance yesterday that we were the better team, that we controlled the game, we controlled the match. Any fool could have seen it. I was sitting watching it. In the second half, particularly in the first half, we were the better team. But in the second half, Del Boy, I was being told that Liverpool weren't good. But yes, I was sitting here and I could see that Liverpool were by far more dangerous than what we were in the second half. I knew well enough they were going to score.
But but see, this is the thing, Kyle. It doesn't matter like who played good. At the end of the day, it's the result. It's the result. I don't care. Like if I was a Liverpool supporter, I'd be delighted with yesterday's result. Going up to the Emirates, them trying to slap us around, and next thing we win the game. That happened to us as well. In the last FA Cup before the was it 2004. Man United battered us. It was 0-0. I think it was a 0-0. Yeah, they
2005. 2005 when we bet them on a penalty shootout.
The penalty shootout. And we were useless that day. We were awful.
Yeah.
Vieira's last kick at the ball was scoring the penalty.
Yeah, we were terrible that day.
Oh, terrible. But we won the game. So who cares? We won the game. I was delighted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, Arsenal were brilliant yesterday. Who's through to the next round? And as Jez is saying there, big up Jez. Arsenal the only team out in the 3rd round. Let that sink in. How many times has this happened over this guy's managerial? How many times? To disrespect this FA Cup, I'm sick of it. Last year, was it Nottingham Forest knocked us out? Like, take this competition seriously, please. Because guess what? Liverpool took it serious. Man City took it serious. They played Huddersfield. They went out and battered them 5-0. They kept on going. Oh, we're not losing this game. They went and bet them 5-0. But that just shows, keep going. We want to win.
The FA Cup, Del Boy, like I said to you, we all grew up on the FA Cup. I remember waking up in the morning time, you come down the stairs on Cup Final day, you have matches there, you have the programmes on. Remember all that, Del Boy?
Yeah,
and you'd be getting your dinner and you'd be all excited, you're putting on the jersey, you go out that night then if you win, celebrating. Great times. Now all of a sudden it's just been thrown in the bin. This is the greatest cup competition in world football. And it's the oldest cup competition in world football. And these lads are fucking around. They should be sacked for this. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
I saw 9 FA Cup victories with Arsenal as a fan. 9. Now all of a sudden it's okay to bin them. It's disgusting. Disgusting.
Like, where do we go from here? Like, you know what I mean? Like look, I'm trying to have an argument of pros and cons, but is sacking the manager the right thing? Like, who's out there? This is what I keep getting. Del, who are you going to get? Like, Conte is out there. You know what I mean?
Dave, listen, I'll tell you something, son. I'm at the coming of social media because I was putting up things about Arteta, and the abuse that I was getting back was horrendous. And now there was one particular chap that went against the grain and was saying that I was wrong. He stopped me the other day in the car park here in town. He shook my hand and said, Kyle, I'm starting to believe that you're actually right in what you're saying. Things are starting to turn. People are starting to wake up. People are starting to see. But then why? I don't know, man. I honestly don't know why this man is being so protected. It's frightening that way. You know, and the players he's after getting into the squad, they're not going to win a league title then. They're not going to win a league fucking title. I'm hurting because I love this club there, boy. Like you, like everyone in the chat. I love this club. I want to see us lift up major titles. And as far as I can see, I don't think it's going to happen in my lifetime ever again, that boy. That's what it's sad to say.
Yeah, like you know, people always say to me, like other supporters of teams, Liverpool, United and stuff like this, I get this all the time. Del, like he's doing a great job and this and that. I'm there, shut the fuck up. Would you take him at your club? So if the club got sacked or he left in the morning, would you take him at your club? And they always say no. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Dale, I forgot. I was saying something to you and I totally forgot. I guess the same. So who are you going to get to replace Arteta if you get rid of him? But my answer is very simple. You get me, you, Static, Jays, anyone in the chat would replace Arteta in the morning. This man is a manager with no experience. He got the job from no experience. That's why, would you take me on to put back boilers in houses and fix sinks and toilets and all that with no experience? No, you wouldn't. Would I let you drive a bus or take care of children if I knew you didn't have the experience? No, I wouldn't. So why is this man sitting in the chair in charge of Arsenal Football Club with no experience? It's a joke from day one. It's embarrassing. And he's getting 8 million a year.
Yeah.
For what? For failure after failure after failure. And then lads will tell you, who would you get to replace him? Mancini is out there. Conte is out there. I'm sure if I stay here and think more strong about it, I could name out another 5, 6, 7, 8 managers. This fella is not the fucking answer. He has to go, and he has to go now.
It's like, where did it go wrong? Like for Arteta, like as in this season. I'm asking the question, but I want to answer it myself. You know what I mean? Because I was sort of saying to people like that's always to me, Del, you need to relax and you're doing well. And I says, but look at it, look at the managerial, look what he started the season off. He dropped Gabriel Magalhaes. Why? Saliba and Gabriel in the back, your two centre halves for me, in my in my mind, and I'm a fucking idiot. That's all I am. I keep telling everyone that. I know fuck all about football. But for me, your two centre backs has to be settled. They have to play week in, week out, know each other inside out. Know if you fucking run forward, I know he's there. If I go that way, he's there. You know what I mean? It's entwined. David O'Leary, Tony Adams, rock solid. They knew where they were going. Then they had Tony Adams, Steve Bold. You know what I mean? The list goes on. But why would you fucking drop your centre half at the start of the season to try something fucking new? I don't understand it. And that to me says he either hasn't a fucking clue or he's trying something new. I'm sorry. You should have tried it back in the fucking preseason when you were over in America and fucking traveling, whatever the fuck it is. That's when you try stuff. You don't try stuff in a Premier League game. Because a Premier League game is your bread and fucking butter. You should know at the start of the season, there are my two centre halves. There's me right back there. You know what I mean? Why is he doing that? I don't understand this tinkering. And then you have the goalkeeper as well. Like, why is he fucking doing it? I'll tell you why. I'm going to answer it again. Because his job is not under any scrutiny whatsoever. He is here at the club. He's going to stay. Because Edu is going to protect him. The Cronkies know nothing about football. They're just like me or you. They just have a fucking big bank account and they bought the club. That's why. You know what I mean? That's why.
That's why. He just didn't tinker about the two centre backs or the goalkeeper. He has season. Because everything that he done last season that was positive to a certain extent has completely dissolved this season. So what he done good last season, he has abolished it. He's brought in new tactics, new system, and it's not working. And it's absolutely shocking to look at. And he stopped us from scoring goals. Saka, Martinelli, and Odegaard, they were scoring goals last season. They can't buy one between them this season. So, after all he's tinkering and thinking that he's Don Juan at management, it's like a backfiring on him. And this Havertz thing hasn't worked out for him. Havertz is a big, big problem at this club. And it was Arteta that has made it a problem. Because he's the one that bought him. There was no need to buy Havertz when he did. No need for it. So,
can I just sort of come in because it's I wanted to talk about Havertz as well. Like, you know, I knew he'd come up. Like, for me, Havertz is holding back Trossard and Smith Rowe. Now, I know you're not a big fan of Smith Rowe. That's fair enough, but like, I just feel that Havertz is holding them two back because them two can play in that position that he is in. So that's 60 million that's just gone into the bin. Because for me, like, I always give players time to bed in and stuff like that. He's had time to bed in. You get 10, 15 max games to bed in. I don't know how many he's played, but I know it's over that. And he's still, like, missing from 6 yards out. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, 60 million, I'm expecting you to burst the net. Burst it. You know what I mean? But, like, why did we sign him? You're holding these players back. Like, did he have the arrogance to think, I can make him a player. I can make him a player. Watch me do this. And at this is what, in the summertime, when he must have been on fucking cocaine or something, some sort of drugs, because he says, I'll just change my back line. I'll sign Havertz for 60 million and I'll make him a player. Well, I'm sorry, mate. There's not many players you have made a fucking player. You know what I mean? You've actually decreased a few of them. Saka, you know what I mean? He's been playing fucking dirt, I'd say, the last 10, 12 games. And I'm being honest. I don't give a shit what anyone says to me. I don't think he's played good. And that's not his fault. I think he's burnt out. He has played from last season all the way through the World Cup, every fucking game for Arsenal, all the way up to last season. Had a few weeks off, and then he comes back pre-season and he's playing flat out again. That is useless management. Fucking useless management. Carabao Cup, I think he played a game. And, you know, there was times where he didn't need to play. You just tell him, do you know what, mate? Take a week off. Fuck off to holidays. You and the missus pack the bags. Go off to fucking Spain or fucking wherever. A quick holiday. Have a nice, like, you know, go to Spain. get a Villa, chill out. That's what it should have been done because we're playing, I don't know, someone in the FA Cup or we're playing someone in the Europa League. Do you know what? You don't need to do it. I think even the Europa League, we were already through, we qualified, and he's still fucking playing him. What the fuck are you doing? Like, really? This is what happened. Wenger done it to Jack Wilshere, he's doing it to Saka, and he's going to fucking destroy his career.
The thing is that if he's done it to Saka, if he's dropping Martinelli, because Martinelli has been piss poor this season.
Yeah.
Well, he should be dropping Saka as well. Yeah. Because Saka is being piss poor. But he's not. Yeah. He keeps playing Saka week in, week out, expecting Saka to do something. I agree with you. I think he's had playing too many games. Man is burnt out. So we have serious problems here. But let me get down to facts here. Saka is a problem. He's not. He hasn't. I go further than what you did. Saka hasn't kicked the ball since the end of the good run that we had last season.
Yeah.
Martinelli. Brutal this season. Brutal. Odegaard has been terrible. We have no striker. Our midfield, Jorginho and these that. So we are in a worse situation than what we think because we have spent 700 million on a crowd of wasters. This is, you can't just fix a 700 million problem that way overnight.
Yeah.
So this is going to take years. Believe me, it's going to take years. And I don't care what manager we get in. We are in trouble because of this fucking manager. He has brought our club at least 10 years backwards than forwards. Believe me.
Like, but see that. Like, I just think. What am I trying to say? Like, if you get the new manager bounce, you know what I'm saying? If you got it, let's say a Conte in or someone, I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. You always get the new manager bounce, I think, and maybe you might start to getting fresh ideas out of Martinelli, out of Saka. You know what I mean? Rather than just playing this way and that way, and this is the way I want you to play. You know what I mean? Like, can we get that if we get a new manager?
I like to think we can, because if we can't, we're fucked. But obviously, no manager will come there by they have their own tactics and their own way of playing. So there will be kind of demanding the players, different positions, different things, try different strategies. And it'd have to be better than what we have. Because what we have at the moment is it turn your stomach.
Yeah.
Like, let me get this out there. It's this year, 20 years since we last won a Premier League. Now, we're talking about Arsenal. 20 years ago since we won the Premier League. 31 years since we won a Carling Cup. 30 years since we won a European Cup. And this is acceptable. That's a total of 81 years, Del Boy, of no trophy. Think about that for a minute. And the only trophy then that our great club was relying on was the FA Cup. It's like covering over the cracks. And now all of a sudden, we're just throwing the FA Cup in the bin. And fans don't care. Fans are celebrating. Bigger fish to fry.
It's like, I'm just sort of going back to the Tierney thing here because we're just hitting a few comments, and Tierney should be captain and stuff like that. And I forget who said it there. I just want to find this comment. McManus, good comment. Tierney would have that covered. Martinelli is so isolated on the left. Like, that just goes back to saying, like, Martinelli is a talented player, and I'm sure you'll agree with me with that. Like, he is a talented player, but he's not getting that cover, and he's having to come back.
Martinelli, McManus is right. He needs Tierney behind him because Shevchenko goes in inverted into midfield and leaving loads of space behind that Martinelli is trying to cover up. Martinelli is not a player that should be chasing back. Martinelli is a skillful Brazilian technician of a player that goes forward with the ball. He's an attack player, an attacker. The problem I have with Martinelli is, the only other thing I say about Martinelli is that it's up down to the manager to get the best out of Martinelli. Now,
Yeah.
Martinelli needs management. He needs structure to his game because he's like a headless chicken 90% of the time. He puts his head to the ground and he runs with the ball and he doesn't look up to see who's ahead of him or what dangerous situation there is. He doesn't have the vision. Therefore, he needs a manager to put his arm around him and say, listen, you're a talented player. I love you as a player. You're going to be a big influence on my team. But there is a few things that we need to do to up your game at a particular time. To let the ball off quicker or whatever, vision, whatever, needs to be worked on. That's where I'm coming from with Arteta. He hasn't developed the players that he has at his disposal. He's making the players worse footballers because he doesn't know how to do it. Because he's not coaching them right that way.
Yeah. Like, I remember, what was it last season? It was probably March or something last season, and Arteta was doing an interview or something like that with someone, and he was talking about on the left-hand side and Martinelli, and he has a plan for him. That's what I remember, and he just goes, I'm not telling you the plan because we're working on it in training, and it will take into effect next season. That's this season. What was the plan? Because what was the plan to fucking absolutely make him fucking shit? Because that has worked. I don't know what the fucking plan he was talking about at the time. You know,
Martinelli came on the other day, that boy, and with his first corner kick, and I was livid. His first corner kick, he hit the first player, Liverpool player. They can't even take a corner kick at this club, that boy. Do you know what I mean? There's something wrong there.
Yeah. It's no, like, you know, it's just like people like, I am not a negative person whatsoever. Believe it or believe it not, I swear to God, I'm not. I'm always thinking, if I had a glass here and I spilt it over, I'm not going, oh, for fuck's sake, Del, you big fucking idiot. I'm actually going, right, let's just clean that up, get the mess cleaned up. That's the way I am as a person. That is me. You know what I mean? But it just seems that all the time I'm negative, I'm giving out about Arsenal. And it's because I can see what the fuck is going on. And then you get fucking assholes DMing me and saying you're a fucking idiot. No, that's grand, mate. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to lose any bit of sleep over it. Because you know what I'll do? I'll just get the phone and I'll turn it off. And that's the end of you. Because you're only in the fucking air to me. Do you know what I mean? Like people that give me stick. Doesn't bother me. I've thick skin. I can give as good as I get. Trust me on that. You know what I mean? But it's just frustrating to see that you're just a negative Arsenal supporter. Get behind the team. I'm fucking sick of getting behind the team. I'm financially getting behind the team. My young fellas want jerseys and stuff like that. I'm not going to fucking say, no, I'm not going to get them jerseys because they want to. They want to, like, you know what I mean? Go out playing football in their Arsenal kits and stuff like that. I do fucking back the team. You know what I mean? But that's just because I fucking love it. And I'm disappointed. I know what this club can be. I've been through the Invincibles. I've been through the fucking heartache of fucking losing an FA Cup final to Michael Owen, the little fucking prick, and going then out to a pub with me Arsenal jersey on, wearing it with fucking pride, and getting fucking stick off Liverpool cunts. I'm fucking there. I've been there, done that. So don't give me fucking stick and telling me how to support my fucking club. Because it is my club. It's Kyle Walsh's fucking club. And it's you watching. It's your fucking club as well. Demand more from your fucking club. Because there's people like you, me, and everyone else that spends the merch and fucking supports them and breeds fucking Arsenal. There's fucking people like us. That's who it's fucking affecting. It's not affecting Lego fucking head Arteta, who could not give a flying fuck if he got fucking sacked, because the prick will get about 10 fucking million in his fucking back pocket. And we'll still be fucking there cheering on our fucking team. That's what it will be. That fucker will be gone. So don't give me fucking how to support my fucking club. I'm fucking sick of them. You know what I mean? So on that note, please subscribe and like. check Kyle's channel out as well if you don't mind. But Kyle, just on that note, with the whole support, and I'm sure that you get it as well, because like us being from Ireland, you're not affiliated with London or associated with London. You could pick fucking any team. You could have jumped on the bandwagon back in the 80s, 90s, the early 90s with United, the 80s with Liverpool. You know what I mean? We could have done that, but now we decided, no, this is it. This is the club I'm supporting. You know what I mean? And we're always a minority. Anytime I go anywhere, I'm always a minority. You know yourself.
Big time there, boy. I listen. I'm well known. People knows me, and I don't know who they are, and they know me because of Arsenal. Would you believe? I give you a little incident of what I mean. Would you believe that I was walking through the town here before Christmas week, and two little fellas, about two brothers, they're only about 7 or 8 years old. Two came over with their father, and they gave me an Arsenal hat. They bought me an Arsenal hat.
Jesus
I don't know who the two little lads are, they'll buy. And I was delighted. I have the right beanie hat with the crest on it. I couldn't believe it.
Fair play.
Arsenal are, I'd be very, very well known for being an Arsenal supporter, because I would have been one of the very few Arsenal supporters. And back in the day when I was growing up, I was never without an Arsenal jersey or an Arsenal jacket or something belonging to Arsenal. I was always, so everybody knew me being Arsenal. Arsenal is my life, then, boy. It's a part of me, like my daughter. She and Amy is her name. Amy and Arsenal are with me every day and every night, because they're the two things I talk about the most on a daily basis. And it hurts me there, boy. I'm 39. 39 years is a long time supporting a club. And I've been through the good times and the bad times. And I will always remain going through the good and bad times. But I'm on this platform. I actually went on this platform, then, boy. If people want to suss it out, I went on YouTube platform 7, 8 years ago. I didn't know you, Del Boy. I didn't know Darren Sullivan, Jez Collins, Kenny Kane. I didn't know Warren. I didn't know any of the lads. And I was calling for Wenger's head to be on a place. And that's going back. And you see those videos. You see me in a taxi. And I was taught, and you see the way I passionate even back then. And I thought that my voice wasn't being heard. And I gave up. And then years later, I came across you, Del Boy, and I got with you. And the next thing I got involved, it's the likes of Static and Darren and Jace. And I'm using this platform to get my club that I love with a passion back to where I believe it should be. And I keep on shouting from the treetops to my club is back to where it should be, Del Boy. Because, like, it's very hurtful. And it's quite sad. When you see Man City win all these league titles, win Champions League titles, Del Boy. Like, the young people wouldn't remember, but we can. It wasn't too far away since Man City was in the second division. You know, a plastic club, Chelsea, Abramovich came in, Chelsea started winning European Cups. It's heartbreaking to watch. And you look at the great Arsenal, and I'm telling you, there's only 3 clubs in English football. Liverpool, Man United, and Arsenal. They are 3 real, proper, traditional football clubs, Del Boy. Like them or hate them, and I hate Man United, but I respect them. They're a proper club.
Yeah.
And when I used to put on that red and white jersey, you felt the pride about you. You felt proud. You defend them to the core. You go to the fucking trenches over them. I often got into fights about them. And you fucking stand up for your club.
Yeah.
And now I look at these lads going around that's privileged to wear the same jersey that I grew up wearing, that I would die on the field for Arsenal. That's how passionate I am about them. Die for them. And these fucking bastards, and they do fucking nothing. and go over FA Cups in third round and stuff like that, there, boy. It absolutely fucking sickens me. It make you cry, there, boy. I'm telling you now, man. It's heartbreaking. But them lads don't give a fuck because they're going home to a big mansion of houses, supermodel wives with £300,000 and £400,000 a week in their bank account. Why the fuck would they care?
Yeah.
Bodyguard going around PR, everything's PR, going around clapping the crowds. They should be booed off the field for their lack of performance, lack of effort. You go out there, then, boy, you put the jersey on you, man, and you go out there if you're privileged enough, and you say to yourself, look where I came from. I came from a council estate. I came from a poor background. My father was a factory worker. I came from, I have a brother. You go out there and you think about this. And you said to yourself that my grandfather had to shovel fucking shit off the ground for a living. And you said, look where I am now. Look what I'm after. Look at the privileged position I'm in. And you fucking fight for the fucking badge. You go out there and you put your fucking heart on it. You fight, you die on the field. But they won't do it because it's not in the bastards. That's why.
It's like, for me, like, even just like when I was growing up, right, I've won stuff. You know what I mean? And I remember this. This is a little story I'll tell you. So I remember me and my brother, we were playing for the schools, and we got into, was it the semi-finals of a competition? Would have been like the FA Cup, let's say. But this was hurling. You know, the sticks. For people, the English people who don't know hurling, check it out. Men only sport. I'm fucking telling you that. You don't come on fucking shaking hands and kissing and hugging the opposition because you'd be better around the place with a fucking hurl. So me and my brother, me and him played in midfield together, and we lost the semi-final. I fell to the ground. I never felt pain in my life like I did that fucking day. I lost the semi-final. I fell. I was crying. My mum had to come over and pick me up. I left everything on the field. And me and my brother in the car on the way home, we says, we're going to win that competition next year. We're fucking winning it. And it starts today. We went home. We built our own fucking goals. Because I was from the countryside, Roscommon. Built our own goals. And I'm not fucking joking with you. What I done was, I'd stand in front of the goal and I'd hit 100 slitters, 100 balls at the back of the goal. My brother had hit them back to me. And I'd done that. He'd hit another 100. And we'd done that nearly every fucking day of the week until we improved ourselves. So when we started playing with each other, I didn't even need to fucking look at him. I knew where he was on the field. We went the next year. We won the fucking thing. The year after it, we won it again. Because we left fucking passion. I says, I'm never having that feeling again. When I fell to the ground in the semi-finals, I couldn't get up. I was heartbroken. And I left fucking everything on the field. But it wasn't good enough. So I went and I fucking improved myself. What do these players do for the badge today that are getting paid fucking millions? They don't give a flying fuck about Kyle Walsh Gunner or Del Boy. You know what I mean? Or any other Arsenal supporter. And my word to Arsenal fans out there, if you love this club, right, and you have the passion for this club, don't be afraid to fucking say it. Just because some dickhead on fucking YouTube or fucking Twitter or something like that, oh, he's huge following. Fuck him. You're a supporter of Arsenal. You know what I mean? You have your say. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to fucking say it just because some prick is AFTV or, oh, relax. Bastards are getting paid by the club. They're getting paid by the Cronkies and all that. And I've seen it. You know what I mean? I'm fucking sick of people putting the small man down or small woman down. Like, you know what I mean? Just, sure, who are you? You've only a few followers on whatever. Who cares? You're an Arsenal supporter. You're a part of the family. You have your say. You know what I mean? But I just want to just hit up a few people because the comments have been flying in here. Big up, Steve. How you doing, mate? Static and all is in the house. And Kyle's chat link, his channel has been put out there. Please do hit the subscribe button. It's free. It doesn't hurt anyone. It just helps the likes of Kyle and myself get our word out there. And we're just trying our best. That's all. Big up Darren as well. When is Roy Keane going to call out Arteta for not winning a trophy because that's his job? Exactly, yeah, 100%.
Sorry, I'll just come in there for Darren there. When this match one was on that BBC at that Liverpool game, and that fucking bollocks said fucking nothing at the end of that game. He should have came out there, used that platform, and said, what the fuck is going on with this club? But no, because why? Because he sold his fucking soul.
Yeah, well, that's it. It's money, money, money. Shut your mouth, shut your mouth. You know what I mean? 36 likes. Please get that likes up. Try to get it to 40. It'd really help. Thanks a million. Alistair, Del Boy, I was in high school last time Arsenal won the league. Anyway, love the channel from Northern Ireland. Big up, mate. Thanks a million for dropping in, and I really do appreciate it. And everyone that's dropped comments in, I really do. Like, for me, I'd love to read out everyone's comments because, like, you know, you're putting time into putting the comment on the screen. I respect that 100%. You know what I mean? And it's just the channel's going, and we get emotional, we get passionate, and that's what it's about. Like, you know what I mean? So I hope you don't feel disrespected that I don't read them out, but I just put them up on the screen so everyone else can see them, you know. In the clouds, we all take stick, and we all love Arsenal. Some for long and lots of travel and money. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Big up, Mus. Discipline balance 4-4-2. However, when we have inadequate coaching staff, Arteta is no manager. It does not matter who the Arsenal buy or what formation we play. Just before we go and stuff like that, does anyone want to throw in a question or two for myself or for Kyle? Whatever, we'll try and answer it as best as we can. It wouldn't matter if we bought Mbappe because Arteta wouldn't let him play.
Right there, Del Boy. Yeah. Even in Mbappe, and Arteta did play him. What he do is, like he's done to all other players, he make them worse, not better.
Yeah. Like, is there a player out there that you like? What I would say, I've heard of Dybala. He, for some reason, he can go for something like 13 million or something silly like that. But I think his wages come a long way. And I seen that, I forget what I was looking at, but someone play, get Dybala. I think his wife is a bit difficult, you know, and I think there's a lot of money to be spent, so I wouldn't be too fond of him.
I want players that's going to come into the club, genuine players that's going to play with their heart on their sleeve, and not the likes of the Bella. We're not going anywhere with the likes of the Bella. Forget about it.
Yeah, no, 100%. Rice is looking shit now too. Do you know what? I was thinking that yesterday when I was watching the game. I was there. Don't tell me Arteta's after getting his claws into him, because when he first came to Arsenal, I love the way when he gets the ball, he turns and he just goes and he just spreads the play out. It's brilliant. It's refreshing to look at. But it seems the last few games, he hasn't been doing that. Is he getting lazy? Is Arteta holding him back? What the fuck is going on with Rice?
Arteta again, it's Arteta again. He wants him to do it. He's trying to play a different game. He's not letting him play his own game. If this falls back on Arteta once again.
Good man, Anto. Dave Riley, loved playing hurling. Yes, Dave, you know what it's about, mate. You know what it's about. Mental Del Boy, having goals. Yes, exactly. Sorry, just the guys are talking to each other there. Arsenal corruption has ruined Arsenal Football Club. Take the straight backs, Kyle. Guys, sorry. The draw for the next round is on after the Man United game. Feels sick. Yeah, do you know what? I hate watching that when we're not in it. You know what I mean? It's so frustrating. This is why I love Del Boy. The passion, is it? Did you ever see that meme? More passion. My daughter keeps sending me stuff like that, slagging me like, oh, go on, die, you're a bleeding mad thing. You have a teenage daughter as well. I'm sure you know all about it, Kyle.
They don't want to know me, Del Boy, when I go on Arsenal shows. And all I said to her, I'm going on an Arsenal show with Del Boy. And she make you, don't forget. And she says, I don't want me nowhere near the place then. That was then of my evening with her. Oh, so I was here yesterday, Del Boy. The woman was here yesterday. She stood up, looked at me and said, Kyle. I said, yeah, I'm out of here. I got to see her today. She just didn't see her at all yesterday or last night. She's just gone.
Just gone, yeah. She's fucking right. I was the same. Right. I had to get out of the house. I was the same because there was one or two people asking me would I go on their channels, and it was no disrespect. I'm like you. when we lose, it's just I just, especially yesterday, I was just not in any humour at all. And I hope anyone that's watching didn't take offence to me not coming on your channel, but it's just I probably would have lost the plot, and I don't like doing that on other people's channels. I don't mind doing it on my own and fucking my own channel up. I don't mind that, but not on other people's channels. Keep hitting the like button and subscribe. Yes, thanks, Static. Please do, if you don't mind. And then this is Kyle's channel. Please just drop a sub on his channel. The man does so much work on other people's channels and everything like that, and he's trying to get his subs up. Tomorrow, me and Kyle are going to be. I'm going to do show him how to do a live stream and stuff like that. So hopefully he gets up and running, and we'll be doing live streams, and the volcano will be live.
I will be live, and I'll be bringing guests in and all that there, boy. But it's going to be hot and heavy because I don't take foods. I not listen to bullshit. I want facts.
Yes, exactly. So all you YouTubers out there, you're looking for the golden ticket to get on the Kyle Walsh show. That's what it's about.
Yeah, all is welcome. And I'm up for an argument because I see a lot of fellas on YouTube that talks a lot of shit.
Yeah, exactly. Please do remember to like and subscribe, please. It really helps the channel. Yes, it does. Really does. I'm on the road to 1K. The bumpy road to 1K. Luke James, big up Luke, mate. How are you? Some of these fans saying reverted back to last season's style. We won nothing last season, though. Unbelievable. Exactly. Fair play to you, Luke. That's a great comment. Keown is a disgrace, Kyle. Big up, Darren. Yeah. Yes, don't sign anyone decent. He don't like players that have skill and know where the goal is. Yeah, and he doesn't want anyone that's going to back chat him either, you know what I mean? Because that's the way it seems from the outside, you know. Del Boy, Nelson and Ramsdale were the only two that weren't completely awful. But both still should have done more. Yeah, exactly. Now, look, with them, you know what I mean? And I'd like to see what you think, Kyle. Like, Nelson hasn't been match fitness. Not match fitness, but you know what I mean? Like, it's I have to sort of give him a bit of defensive, like, you know what I mean? And Ramsdale, for a goalkeeper to go into a high tempo game like that, like, well, like, you know, you're playing Liverpool, not really fair. What do you make of that?
I think that Nelson, I don't understand why Nelson is still at the football club. I think he's an average player. Get rid. He let him play with Everton or something like that. Not good enough. Ramsdale, he put off a good save there yesterday, stood up, he started laughing and all the rest. What's he laughing about, that boy? You know, the other day, I'll tell you another thing too, that people haven't really said much about, which I'm surprised. We got bet by Fulham. I saw two Arsenal players having a right laugh and a joke at full time. Laughing and joking after getting beaten by Fulham, after getting destroyed by Fulham. I also, the West Ham game that we got bet in, I also saw another two Arsenal players laughing and joking at full time. And one of them was Jesus. And I said to myself, what the fuck are you all laughing at? What's so funny when we're getting beaten in all these games? Because they don't care, because they're not taking it serious. And that's the reality of it. I think it's a joke.
Yeah. Just on Anthony's... Yeah, Anto, get on to me on Twitter or Instagram. I have to get you on, or I'll come on yours. Whatever you want, it's up to you. No problem whatsoever, mate.
I was on a couple of shows with the great Anthony there, last night there. Man speaks facts. 100%. Big up to Anthony.
Yeah, I was actually watching Tony. Big up Tony. Yeah, I was watching that. Anto.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I actually thought Anto was a dosser. I was there. What? He hasn't a fucking clue. I'm only getting him back. He's always slagging the bollocks out of me. I'm only messing Anto. No, he fucking, like, everything he was saying last night, I was just there. Yeah, 100% agree with you. I was just chilled out, actually, in bed, just watching that show. I've seen you on it there as well, Kyle, and I was just sort of sitting back and listening to you guys. Morris is in the gaff. Big up Chief. Abu would have scored 6 the other day. Welcome back, gents. Also, we sold our best keeper to Villa for 10 million and have bought in 5 or 6 worse. What do you make of that?
Fact, 100%. We got rid of Emery, Jesus, Amy, and we sold him to Villa, and we're not buying in 6 or 7 goalkeepers since then, and not one of them can hold a candle to Martinez.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's a question for you, Darren. Who would you get in? So he was saying Mourinho, Mancini, Conte, Allegri, De Zerbi.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I take myself. They call me De Zerbi as well.
There's loads of managers out there, then boy. Like, why do we think that there's no one out there that can replace Arteta? It's a fucking joke.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
And what about our scouting system? Our scouting system is non-existent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. Where's all our great scouts around the globe looking for new talent? I never hear of any new talent coming. Youngsters coming through. Whole thing is fucked.
Do you know what it is with the scouting system? They're all still fucking working from home after COVID.
I actually don't think there is a scouting system. I actually read somewhere that they got rid of the scouting system.
Jesus Christ. Like, why is that, like, with a club like Arsenal, that we have to sort of rely on other clubs to sort of pick out these players or stuff like that? You know what I mean?
The whole thing, that I keep saying it. From the top down, it's a joke.
Yeah. Henry Ray, big up Henry, thank you. I have subbed to Kyle's already, really appreciate that. Kyle Volcano Live Show, let's go. Yes, we're going to get this up and going this week at some stage. We're going to get Kyle going tomorrow. We'll see can we get a live stream going, and please forgive him for his first 1 or 2 live streams. It takes its time. Like, you know what I mean, to get used to all the fucking buttons and shit like that. Best of luck, Kyle. Get Stephen Kenny on. Fuck's sake.
I'll tell you one thing, Morris, the internet will break down, because that would be some show.
Yeah, fuck's sake, he'd be stuttering. You're stuttering, fuck.
Then boy, we'll have to have you in the house for that one, then boy.
Oh yeah, Jesus Christ, yeah. Who was right again? Who was right? Goes to the Aviva Stadium, put up me fucking banner, Stephen Kenny, get the fuck out.
I was there that day when you did it, then boy, and the whole bottom row of the Aviva Stadium went to box. And you held your own, and you said, no, lads, you said it to about 300 people. Stephen Kenny out. And now our country has him out. And thank God for that. Another useless prick.
Oh, yeah, exactly, yeah. Ben White said it himself. He doesn't really watch football, that's what he said. He doesn't give a fuck about football, you know what I mean? It's the volcano and it's live. Big up Anthony, real one. Yeah, the guys are just saying hello. I just want to get down through the comments here. The FA Cup draw has just dropped me would have had Norwich Bristol Rovers at home.
See what I mean? Do you see what I mean? Do you see what I fucking mean? All we had to do was go out yesterday, score a few goals, and look at great opportunity to win that FA Cup. But instead of that, fuck around. Yeah,
that's it. That is fucking it. Says it all. You know what I mean? Kyle is right. They all got sacked. I think I'm nearly up today. I'm just trying to quickly go through this.
I know what the man is saying there about the scouting system. What I heard, I don't know how true it is. Maybe might know, or someone, Darren might know. I heard that Edu sacked the whole scouting system.
Yeah, there we are. There, yeah. Anton's saying that Kyle has said Edu sacked the scouting system we had picked. Yeah, and he got rid of a few of Wenger's old guard, let's say, that were right in, and they were like Arsenal. Arsenal a few years ago, they had a serious scouting system. Like France, Ireland, fucking Brazil, you name it. Like UK, obviously, but they had a serious scouting system, and then he just goes and gets rid of it. Like, you know what I mean? I guess it's all. Oh, sorry, the guys are just talking to each other. The scouting is done from data these days. No,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. You have to get out there and like you have to see the player. You have to have the feel for the player. This is bollocks. I think.
A lot of bullshit. That you have to go
Yeah.
down to the pitch side and you have to look at the player and see it for yourself, for your own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, big up, Del Boy Kyle. Do you remember much of Beckham? Yeah, we were just sort of talking about him and RIP just at the start of the stream.
Static. I don't recall seeing them playing. I'm too young. I saw footage of him playing and stuff like that throughout the years. But my father is an avid football fan for 60 odd years. He reckons that Franz Beckenbauer is the best centre back he ever saw playing football.
Yeah. No, and look, as it says, RIP Beckenbauer. You know what I mean? Another legend of the game gone. But Kyle, what do you have coming up? Are you going on any shows? Are you? Well, obviously we're going to try and get the live stream going for you.
Well, then, boy, I'm always in and out of shows, and if I'm not in a show, I'm always looking at the lads on their shows. I love all the content that the lads does. I shout out the likes of Darren Sullivan, the likes of Anthony, the likes of Jez Collins, Kenny Kane. I watch all the lads, Northside. I watch them all. And so, yeah, me and you're going to be doing a bit of work tomorrow to try to get a live stream up for me. And
Yes.
I'm going to start inviting these guys onto my platform. And I'm going to be letting them rip. I'm just going to be saying how things are. And that's it. There's no hiding. There's no that. It is what it is. I'm saying as it is. And I just like to say that, boy, you're always number one, son. That's where we started, and that's where we'll always be. But I'd like to say a big up to you, and I'd like to say a big up to all the lads there tonight that came in on the show. Big up to you all. You're all legends, and that's it as far as I'm concerned. I just want to say, before I go on, I'm emotional tonight. I saw a great club, and I was privileged enough to go to Highbury on occasions to watch the Gunners. And I watched great players, Bergkamp, Henry, Vieira, all those legends, Tony Adams. So I've been quite privileged. And I didn't get to Highbury as many times as I would have wished to have gone. But because of finances and stuff like that, it's just, yourself. But it's just so sad to see where our club has fallen from those glorious days of Highbury. And we went to a stadium that's, you couldn't compare it to Highbury. It's just not the same. And then you have the big plastic badge with the cannon turned the wrong way. Then you have the mediocrity of football throughout the last 20 odd years. You have this top 4 trophy thing for the last 23 or 4 years. Lack of commitment, lack of winning trophies, throwing FA Cups and Carling Cups in the bin like they don't exist, like we're bigger than what they are. Always getting based by Bayern Munich in the Champions League, 10-2, 8-2. There's so many bad things that happened to this club over the last 22, 23 years. It's after killing me. And here we are still fighting the cause, saying the same thing that I've been saying for years on end. And it's sad, Del Boy. This is Arsenal Football Club, man. And to see where we are now, it hurts me, I love this club, Del Boy. And fucking destroy me, but and I don't see a way back for years and years. I honestly don't. I think, honestly speaking, Del Boy, I can't see any Premier League type coming to Arsenal over the next 5 to 10 years. That's because we're gone so far back. And like I said to you throughout the stream, it's quite hard now to rectify this 700 million that's had been spent.
Yeah.
We're gone backwards, Del Boy, and we're going to continue going backwards under this management. Things have to change, and they have to change now. But if they don't, I really do fear for Arsenal Football Club. That's where I am, little boy. I'm fucking sad. It hurts me. And here I am tonight. Now I'll be sitting here now watching Man United against Wrexham here now with a cup of tea. And once again, I'll be dreaming. When are we going to get a trophy in the cabinet again? Because I don't see a trophy coming for many, many years. Well, it's sad to say it there, but listen, we keep the platform going, we keep our voices going, and we just wish and hope for better to come. But
this is it.
I'm fucking sad tonight. I'm hurting. I'm hurting bad.
Yeah. No, I hear you, mate. I hear you. I'm the same. Like, you know what I mean? I'm a passionate Arsenal supporter. I live and breathe the club, and just again to treat the FA Cup like they did the last few seasons. It's heartbreaking, but we'll go on. We'll be here when they're all gone. You know what I mean? When these players are gone and they're off to other clubs and getting their more money, we'll still be here and we'll be still fighting for the Gunners.
Tell you one thing, there, boy. There'll be no fucking statues outside the Emirates Stadium and any of these clowns is at the club now. I tell you that.
Fucking yeah, 100%. If they are, we'll fucking break it fucking down.
Well, then again, on saying that, they'll probably put a fucking statue up with Arteta beside Wenger and Herbert Chapman.
Christ. Jesus. Yeah, but look, thanks a million to everyone who's dropped in. I think we're on about 43 likes. I'd love to get it. Could I sneak 2 more likes? Could we get to 45? But no, look, I really appreciate everyone who has hit the like, who has subscribed, and please do, as it says, check Kyle's channel out as well. He'll be doing more live streams and stuff like that, and throw him an out sub. As it says, everyone's comments in the chat. Really do appreciate it, and even people are just watching, not even commenting. Thanks a million for dropping by. I'll be doing probably another 1 or 2 videos, just a few transfer updates and anything that I hear. I'll drop a few videos and just keep an eye out and hit the notification, all that shit. But thanks a million, as I said, yet again for dropping by. We do this because of you guys. Have you guys have a word and get it up there, you know what I mean? But lovely. Until then, I suppose it's Arteta. Get the fuck out of the club. Edu.
Out and out tonight.
Yeah. Get out. Let's get this club back to where it belongs, and that's up at the top of the fucking league. Come on, you Gunners.